I am super excited to talk about this. I am officially going to Toronto at the end of the month. I really wanted to plan a trip for June because I knew I'd have money saved up and it wouldn't be a big stress on me. I didn't just want to go there and spend money on like food and entertainment. I wanted to actually go there for a purpose. And I know Toronto is a really busy place for like events and conferences. So I got onto the website and looked for the next 6 months, was mainly looking in June. And the first thing that popped up, of course, is a entrepreneur, like business conference with Gary Vaynerchuk. I haven't done a whole lot of talking about him, but he is like my #1 inspiration, the reason why I started this, the reason why I frickin' wake up in the morning, I swear to God. And I saw that this event was going on and then it was happening at the end of February. I was like, there is no way I can miss this opportunity. Haley, it's happening now, why wait till June? I pulled out every drop of savings I have, my credit card's maxed, and I am going to Toronto at the end of the month. It's only gonna be for a few days, so that's kind of like, am I really gonna get a taste of all of Toronto? Probably not, but I'm just so excited for this conference. There's so many good speakers, and Gary just released his new book, and I feel like this conference is gonna be one of the first ones where he kind of like dives into it and talks about it a bit, so I'm just like, really looking forward to seeing him live. Going to a conference like this is really important because I can network with people. I have been doing online and everything, but to see and meet people and be in a room where everyone has the same kind of views and aspirations and, you know, that drive. Tickets were pretty expensive, so if you're willing to put that much money into watching someone speak and getting that kind of insight, I think it's being in a room with those kind of people is really important. It's an entrepreneur thing, and I know I'm not an entrepreneur and I have so many ideas, but that's way down the road. Right now I'm just brainstorming and journaling and figuring it out, so I'm hoping that going to this will give me a bit of insight of maybe paths and like just connections I can make with people who will help me learn some things I maybe don't know and just open some doors for me like mentally. And I'm just excited to see the city because I've never been to Toronto, and I've always it's always the hype of being like the hipster town and the artsy, and like there's so much creative outlet out of Toronto, and I'm just really excited to experience it, and I'm just really freaking pumped. I've just been so like jumped the gun with it that I've already planned out my first day. Probably gonna go to the aquarium and go to some museums and go to the distillery and just like check out, there's so many things like food, oh my God, there's so much food I can freaking eat and try, and things I've never even like thought to try before. I've never been, you know, to a big city like this, so I'm pretty excited. This vlog is also pretty raw because I didn't write anything down. I was just too excited. I was like, I need to sit down and just talk about it because I don't even think, it doesn't even feel real to me yet that I'm actually going. Like everything's booked, Airbnb, tickets, flight, everything's booked, and I just like, I'm really excited, but I don't know if it's actually hit me that I'm actually going yet. And that's all in this little vlog. I will keep you updated.